Well, it's a warm welcome to Banvit here in northwestern Turkey. It's regular season Group C action and one of the classic ties of game day one. Banvit and Umana Reyer Venezia from Italy will face off as we start the second half of the regular season of the Basketball Champions League. Think right back to game day one. This game went to triple overtime before Venezia finally, with a 13-6 third overtime period, got the better of Banvit, who'd come back from a 16-point half-time deficit. Here are the other results from yesterday, with Olympia getting the 1-point win at home and AEK Athens the big road win against Estudiantes in Madrid. Umana Reyer will have not so great memories of that trip to Madrid, having lost with a last-second shot in the Spanish capital. Well, Banvit back home in front of always vociferous fans, looking to get themselves right back into a qualification berth in this group. Still only have the 3 losses. If they get the win, they go to 5-3, which would tie them with Umana Reyer and Strasbourg, with a 3-way tie at the top of what is becoming one of the tightest groups in this season's Basketball Champions League regular season. My boy Pelic, who is getting it done this year for Umana Reyer Venezia, with 12 points a game, just being a regular contributor across the stats line. Here is that Venezia roster, obviously with Marquez Haynes and Pelic and Johnson and Marquez Green heading it up. Paul Beglia had a very successful Eurobasket in the summer and World Cup qualifying window performance for Italy, really doing a marvelous job for them. The undersized center really putting in a shift for the national team. This Banvit roster, Adonis Thomas highlights, leading this team with 14.7 points per game, but with 5 guys averaging in double figures, and highlighted obviously by the center and Eurobasket champion with Slovenia Gaspar Vidmar. Banvit will normally, there he is, Vidmar, normally be expecting to be right in contention at the top of this regular season group, and a win here at home will give them a huge opportunity, a huge lift as they look for a place in the round of 16. Well, Umana Reyer Venezia currently sit 5th in the Serie A in Italy. A 4-way tie for second place. That's how tight that league is at the moment. But a loss to Crescent at the weekend, the bottom club, has not done their cause any good in terms of Italian league play. But the final 14 from the inaugural Basketball Champions League, and what a run they had going through the playoffs with those tight 2-legged games, starting off with the Avellino game. What a tough one that was over 2 legs. This team know how to get it done in this competition. Last man out, Mitchell Watt, really is a great addition. 11.7 points a game. Had 19 in the overtime win at home on game day one. This crowd will fill up and really give a lift to this home team. And Adonis Thomas, as I say, has had a really, really nice season. The 2'4" shooting small forward really does have an impact. Damian Kulik, the Polish power forward, 30-year-old now, very experienced. One of the 5 guys in double digits per game for Banvit. Gaspar Vidmar, one of those 2, 13 points a game for the Eurobasket champion. Tony Taylor at 21, and Angelo Cagliaro Only two other players on this lineup that average double digits for the Turkish club currently lie in a well below par 10th place in the Turkish top league, 4-6 record. And coach Sasha Filipovski and Walter De Rafael exchange the memento of the game. A lot of quality across the roster, a lot of quality across the coaching staff. Well, there's two guys who've put a lot of miles in on the court. Kasper Vidmar now on 30, but 37-year-old Thomas Rest still getting it done week in, week out. The veteran big man for Venezia. Venezia, with their successful women's program as well in European competition, really is becoming a major club across all European competition. Reputation grows, and a lot of credit to Walter De Rafael, the way he has continued to build this program. Paul Belia. Well, Coach Messina talked in the summer about the Italian national team having to emphasize their strengths and hide their weaknesses, none more so than on the inside, and Belia does a great job. Here are the three officials, the third team on the floor. Mr. Shridan, Alexander and Pera, the three officials for tonight's game. Their teamwork as important as the Venezia and Banvit players. Going to get a look at the starting lineups. Marqueth Haynes, Ovibert Peric, De Nicolau, Shirella and Mitchell Watt will hold it together on the inside for Venezia. It's about a team though. Contribution, some of the parts greater than the whole, obviously. Starting lineup for Banvit: Vidmar, Ladins, Oncel, Tony Taylor. Really has a lot of responsibility in how he, at the point guard spot, controls tempo and really makes this lineup tick. So that corner right next to the Banvit bench, where the most vociferous of these fans congregate, already creating the atmosphere here. Can't say enough good things about Damian Kulik, the 2'2" Polish forward. Coach Filipovski brought him, here he is, brought him with him. And it's important for Filipovski to keep the success going in the Champions League. Let's take a listen. Well, the drums will play from minute 1 to minute 40 tonight. The noise will be incessant. This Banvit club has had a lot of success in European competitions, reaching the latter stages on a regular basis. Had a great season in the Turkish league last season. Struggling a little with a 4-6 record, but have had some injuries, had some changes. But this Basketball Champions League is becoming a real fixture for the fans and a real highlight for the players. One of the most anticipated rematches of the second half of the regular season after the triple overtime game on game day 1. Andy Radins on his way out, the Canadian shooting guard. Well, this is too close to call for me, but if Venezia can control the tempo, then they'll have a real chance. A road win here will put them in great shape for qualification for the round of 16. Banvit Well, the need to defend home court is there. A win here is a must if they're going to get right back in the group. Well, wherever you're joining them from, all welcome to northwestern Turkey. And Banvit in the white uniform will get the first look at the offensive end. Vidmar will hand it off. Ongsel outside, trying to stretch it. Defense. Watts stayed really closed in the passing lane, really got a hand to it. 11 seconds on the possession. Taylor wants a little space. Into the corner, open look from the deep corner is good. And Cagliaro, with his feet set, knows how to knock down a three. And you've got to... The Venezia scout surely can't have said, leave him open on the wing. Nice penetration. Defense is a win, a chance to run. Got to stop the basketball. Open three in the corner is closed out. Got a whistle on the play. Foul on the floor. Pirello with a personal. Little 2-3 matchup to open the game for Venezia. Forces the poor miss. Pelic will bring. Haynes, it's back to Pelic. Watt. Peric has it, 9 on the possession. Watt gets a touch, double team comes. Peric wide open, puts it on the floor. The extra pass, and they moved the ball really well. Great work on the glass, tremendous effort. Galal saves it, still has it, takes the ball screen, looks to turn the corner. Peric on a lift, will move it on. Galal penetrates, great defense. What a defensive stop, great hands. Ongsel will move it on, down the middle. Little floater, doesn't get the drop. Peric gets the rebound, chance to run the other way. Quick start here. That's offensive. And Peric had nowhere to go, out of control. And that's a super stand by Raudins. Gives you a chance to catch your breath. Raudins is there a long time. Peric has got 1 on 4. Pull it out. You can see every one of that Venezia lineup outside the three-point line. And after a pretty frenetic start, it's still only 3-0. And we got a foul on the play as the Nicolau is charged with a personal. Crowd just trying to create that atmosphere for the home group. Deep catch by Vidmar, nice pass, nice catch, we got a foul. Watt was slow on the recovery on the double team, and at the moment Banvit moving the ball so well. Floriaro makes the first and goes 2 for 2 from the line. A 5-0 start for the home club. Well, they left it for each other. Raudins left it for himself. Nice pass. Lead pass for 2. 7-0 start. Timeout. Venezia. Banvit hit the ground running here at home. Lead it 7-0. 7:30 to go in the first. And the white tide is incessant. Tremendous lead of the break. Nice start for the home club. Moved the ball well, got out on the break, finished very, very well. Changes coming in for Umana Reyer. Diminutive Marquette Green. 7-0 with 3 turnovers for Venezia. That's not a stat you're going to love after only 3 minutes of basketball. Peric on the block, needs a pass, finds a pass. Watts spins to the middle, goes with a left hand, gets the drop. Strong move to the hoop to tick it over for Venezia. Taylor just attacks it, no help. Whistle goes while the ball's on the floor. They're going to call it offensive, as you saw. Great camera work, because you saw the clear out. Watt in the block with Vidmar. Tough matchup. Turnover, make that turnover number 4. 4-on-2 break. Great find. Wide open on the trowel. Rowley's for 3 is short. And Vidmar just goes after it harder than anybody else. Draws contact. And Haynes picks up the first personal. Well, Kasper Vidmar is just a great example for the way that you can just create roles for yourselves. Vidmar, member of the Slovenian team that won the gold in Eurobasket, and really had to step up in that competition. This is the first. It's one of the areas that Kasper Vidmar would love to improve in his game, and he shoots 56% across the Basketball Champions League and goes 0 from the line that time. Venezia already in the penalty. Still 6.5 minutes in the first to go. It's not a great start. Haynes misses the 3. And I still haven't seen the pick and pop action. Taylor will penetrate kick. Vidmar gets it down low. Going to work. Nice move to the baseline. Watt's going to pick up foul number 2, which is going to frustrate him. What's the speed of the second move, though, by Vidmar? Watch that. Goes to the middle, spins. He's gone. There's the foul. And Watt just got scored a little bit in the low block. He's going to have to sit. And Paul Beligha checks in. Undersized, yes, but strong, great athlete. Going to have to be all those things to guard Kasper Vidmar. Tonat. Green wraps it. Peric with a 3 is off. Rowdens, early pick and roll with Vidmar, moves the ball, hits the second side. Taylor turns the pick down, needs a pass, finds one, nice lift, they look underneath. Nice second move, doesn't get the drop. Herboy Peric tries to go to work, backing in, gets down deep, goes with the right hand off the glass, blows the 4-footer. Great pass. That's how to lead the break. Front of the ring, throw the pass. Beat your man down the floor. Get rewarded for hard work. Inside out. And drops the 3. And that's what Beliga gets. You get to the athlete who can also just, with his feet set, just knock down shots. Vidmar outside the three-point line will hand it off. Defense from Venezia really stepping up. Great rotation. The boy Peric hangs around, provides the option. That's a great defensive series. And they go down the other way, and Beliga just throws it down on the break. Turn your defense into points, and Venezia turning it up at the defensive end, get rewarded. As Beliga just flushes it on the break. Oh, wide open. Someone got lost, and Taylor just blows the open look. And this game getting a little stretched early. And Tono just knocks down the three. Stefano Tanu just strokes it in transition. And what was 11-4 is 11-9. Hilario stops and pops on the foul line for two. Hilario confident. Ball hits the second side early. Real incessant pace here. Haynes moves it on inside. With a little lean back two is good. And that athleticism again gets rewarded. Turnover. Peric lines up the three. Is short. And Banvit just need to steady down a little. 3:18 to go in the first. Banvit turnovers almost catching Venezia up. 4-3. Taylor in the half court. We've got a whistle, offensive foul. Kasper Vidmar will be charged with that illegal screen. Adonis Thomas will arrive in the game. Well, he didn't see the screen. Haynes gets to the baseline, needs a pass. It's Green, gets it back to Haynes, wants a little space and separation. Oh, he got a little bit too complicated. Three, he's got to go up. They throw up a prayer, not answered. And Banvit have a chance to run. And run they do. Ball's knocked away though, a little out of control. And I guarantee you that Venezia will slow it down on this possession. Green comes off the screen and gets it back. Little high pick and roll, beautiful lead pass. Just throw it out in front, let them roll it, go get it. Liga just laid it in for two. Thomas will move it on. Wing pick and roll, gets to the hoop for two. And you've got to pick your poison on the pick and roll. They go upstairs again. Same play, same result. And Beliga has exploded into the game. 1:30 in the first, and we're tied at 15. New ball game. Thomas wants it down low, gets looked off. Again, they turn the corner on the pick and roll. Great recovery. Marquez Green in transition, looks at his options. We'll try and clear the middle with a high pick and roll this time. Just about hangs on. Leah penetrates, doesn't get a look this time. Extra pass, smart play for the three, short. Leah comes up with the offensive rebound. And the ball will belong to Venezia. A little bit of soccer skills on show. Dennis for the end line ball, needs to get it in. Oh, nice pass. Waits for two, and it's a little flyby by Adonis Thomas. And Tonu gets the two. And Banvit, after leading 11-4, are on the wrong end of a 13-4 run themselves. They trowel, take the timeout. And I'm sure Coach Filipovski There's a lot to say.
If there is a clear fast break, we fast break. If it's set offense, play set offense until we find open shot. When we drive, stop on 2 feet. We have 2 small fouls on that penetration. You must foul. You must foul.
Everybody must foul. The drag situation, go under. Okay, also this dribble end of under. Watch if they call at 2. Okay, if not is blue, we're going to zone. And when we play that zone, this pick and roll, pass by yourself. Here, only stand there.
Well, back after the timeout. Most another turnover. In fact, it is another turnover. Damian Kulik. What a crowd. What an atmosphere here in Banvit. There's Banvit. After a very, very nice start. Trail by 2. Tick. It's just slipped. It wasn't really a trip. He was quick to apologize to Green. Green has it, takes the early ball screen, looks a little separation, doesn't look to shoot it though. Kulik's having to guard him. Surely this has got to go up. Takes the 3, is no good. Way short. Thomas, who hasn't really seen a lot of touches since coming in, goes to get it off the glass, doesn't get the roll. Great work on the glass. The end of the doesn't get the drop, and that'll do it for quarter 1. And after a very slow start, a foul-riddled start for Umana Reyer Venezia, they come back, a 13-4 run to finish the quarter. They lead it 17-15 at the end of 1. Well, Banvit, after a very, very nice start, slipped a little stat-wise. 4 from 9, 1 from 2. Neither team really lighting it up from the three-point line at the moment. Both teams shoot the 3 ball well, so that's not going to be the case as this game develops. Biggest plus for Banvit in transition, they were very good. Real commitment to running the break. They get the front of the ring first, gets rewarded with the lead pass. It's something that Venezia are going to have to stop. The transition game for Banvit allows them to score in a hurry. But the advantage of bringing in guys such as Paul Beliga is just his mobility, both on the glass and in transition. It's just a big plus for Venezia. Well, he thought it'd be tight. Don't forget, this went to triple overtime on game day 1. So I hope you've got the coffee lined up if this one goes to 3 periods of overtime. Start of quarter 2. Venezia will have the first possession. And Marcus Haynes restored to the lineup. Dominic Johnson. Got some minutes at the end of that first quarter. He's instant offense. Doesn't get the drop on the step back. And Thomas, he's trying to become much more assertive. Extra pass to the corner, attack that closeout. Great finish, great effort. Ultin tag gets the 2. Great little second move. Thomas Ress will look to hand off. Defense all over the passing lane. Penetration is good for 2. And Orlek, if you do not contain him, he will go past you. Has lots of weapons in the locker. Taylor looks to turn the corner, falls over, and that's all that happened, just lost his footing. It's a worrying sign. I'm gingerly picking himself up there. There's the tumble. Marcus Haynes will Venezia into the half court. Ress needs a pass. He's not going to beat anyone on the dribble. Goes back to Haynes, just killing some clock here. 3 on the shot clock. Tough shot. Kulig with a block. Chance to run the other way. Thomas gets an early ball screen. Moves it on. Oh, great little step through, kisses it off the glass. Taylor for 2. Great second move. Hard show on the pick. Haynes just doesn't look to attack it on that first pick and pop action now. Rest will hand it off. 5 on the possession. And the 2 is good. Tough move going away from the basket. And Orlik again finds ways to score. He's always going to give you points. There's Thomas, who'd love to finally get himself going. Oh! Down the runway. No help. Pointless until that moment. It's the way to announce yourself to the stats man. Oh, and 1. Dominic Johnson took the contact, retained his balance, will go to the free throw line for the extra. There's the contact, did a great job staying on balance. Completes the and 1 play. And Venezia lead it by 3. Substitutions coming in off the Banvit bench. Taylor ain't leaving the floor for a while. He brings it in, gets it back against the pressure. Way to pass to beat the press. Thomas doesn't like what he sees, will pull it out. Wants touches of the basketball, Donis Thomas. Gonna back it right out, 10 on the possession. Taylor turns the corner, gets in the lane, stops and pops the little floater. Doesn't get the drop. Haynes will advance the basketball. Oh, sweet as you like. Sweet as you like coming off that screen. No one showed hard. Look at the space. You heard in the timeout about talking about going under the screen. Well, that's the risk you take.
ready for good key situations. Hey, don't stay here in peak. Go down and then make peak. Also in 5 rounds and then in 5 games.
With your fellas. Okay, 33. Cross. Let's go. Come on.
Well, awarded to Rafael. Always gets his teams to a point where this is what we want to do, and we have to force our way of playing onto the opponent. And even though if they struggled at the start, where Banvit just got out and run, and it's here of taking control of the tempo a little, taking away opportunities to fast break against them, and then lead by 6. It's been a masterclass of this is the way we play. In tag, Bedmill once on the inside was open and they didn't give it. Now they need a pass. Well, Vidmar just bows him out. That's a foul. Orlek's not going to like it, but Vidmar gets position there, and you can't put your hand. Then he gets his arm bar up. No good putting your palm of your hand on your opponent. Vidmar puts it on the floor strong, goes to the right hand, gets to the far side of the ring, and just powers it into the glass. Gets the 2. Haynes will move it on. Johnson. They hit the second side. Quick release is way short. Poor looking shot. Chance to run for Banvit. And in the first period, this is when they really did move the ball and get looks. Now they're in the half court. Vidmar on the inside, hangs on. It's going to go up with that right hand again. Great composure. Gets balanced, uses the glass, and we're back to a 2-point game. Oh, but look at great execution. Tremendous work off the handoff. Handed it off, came up the staggered screen, pops himself open. Easy 2. Vidmar will release the pressure. Taylor has it out top. Thomas fires up, the 3 is short. Vidmar just moved into the lane to get that. Thomas hangs on, Kulik just about gets a piece of it. Vidmar in traffic is fouled, and Peric just not big enough or strong enough to keep Kasper Vidmar off the glass. Nice move, draws contact, will go to the free throw line. Got him once, got him twice. Vidmar makes both, crowd love it. Vidmar himself is just keeping Banvit hanging around here. They trail 2, 4:40 to go in the first half. Johnson will hand it off. Marcus Haynes tried to turn the corner. Dominic Johnson attacks the middle. Great defensive effort by Taylor. Haynes for the 3 is good. Well, these guys are really in rhythm now. They share it. Move beautifully off the board in Haynes. Created an easy pass for the 5-point advantage. Taylor takes the ball screen. Thomas wide open 3, count it. great offensive execution. Get the reaction from the defense, read it, just find the open man, and both teams doing that exceptionally well. Johnson comes off the down screen. We'll get the pull screen. Gets his feet set for three. Is long offensive rebound. Peric just keeps it alive at 3-on-1 break. Thomas has it knocked away, and the ball will stay with Banvit. Shirella sits down. Both teams really do go deep into the bench. Oh, it needs a pass. Krulik wide open. Fakes the three, didn't have to. And there again, easy call for the official. Good call by the official. Liga with the, watch him wrap his hands. You're going to right there. There you go. Although he tries to keep his palms off, he just holds. He's going to sit. And what comes back? What has the two fouls? So calculated risk with 3:30 to go. Especially if you've got to guard this guy. Well, Vidmar trundles and almost turns it over. Oh, they have to go long out of bounds. Rowdins for three is off. Peric comes down with a defensive rebound. Venezia give it up on the break. Transition is good, though, by Banvit. That's Green's foul. That's only Banvit's second team foul with 3:08 to go in the half. There's the illegal block. Ultintig will pick up the personal. Kulig will sit. Hasn't really found any offensive rhythm. Kaloyo checks back in. Johnson moves it on. Oh, it's very well executed. Tremendous rip and go. Rowdins is charged with a personal. Just got caught a little passive on the catch. Green tries to go upstairs, just throws it away. Chance to run the other way. Thomas. Well, the ball's going to stay with. In fact, the ball does not stay with Banvit. The crew chief makes the ultimate call in a better position. And 2:51 to go in the half. Venezia and Banvit involved in another one. 3 periods of overtime on game day 1. 2-point game going into the half. On game day 8. Green moves it on. Stepping out of bounds. Johnson's not going to be happy. With himself, that is, no one else. Just a little sloppy. Zigtag moves it on. Vidmar catches deep, goes back to the middle. Ball's knocked away. Peric comes down with it. Green looks at his options and is fouled mid-court. Banvit had a foul to give, so they're now in the penalty. Ultintig sits. Third foul for him. A little bit of foul trouble across both rosters. Ongsel checks in, nice out of bounds. They blow the layup, run the play perfectly, and then just literally blow the layup. Inside, outside. Thomas tries to get angle to score and does. Beautiful little floater. We've got a new ball game with 1:40 to go in the half. Quick riposte the other way. Ball's knocked away, recovered. And Venezia get a new full team. Green has it. Sends away the ball screen. Peric is going to come from the other side of the floor. Sets the screen, pops. Rips it through and goes. Inside, outside. The three's away. It's short. Watt can't get it. Banvit do. Browning's inside, outside penetration. 9 on the possession. Adonis Thomas has it. Looks to create, gets a little help. Tough one on a step back, just buries it. He's having a great year. Nearly 15 points a game, had 25 on game day 1 in the triple overtime game, has 9 on tonight. Peric curls off the screen. Watt with 10 on the possession. He'll go pick and roll. Johnson finds Watt down the middle, easy too. Help was, should we say, a little late. New ball game at with 30 seconds to go in the first half. It's been a fascinating game of momentum and lead changes. Thomas moves it on. We got a whistle on the play, and Peric fouls will send Banvit to the free throw line. Peric just a little leg weary on that one. He's going to sit. Calario. 2 for 2 from the line. He's having a really nice night. 13 points personal for the American. And Venezia will take the timeout.
Don't move on screens. He used by himself. Go here and rescreen. If we got nothing, DJ, pass back the ball. Clear for the shot or side pick and roll. It's clear for everyone.
Special set only. Stay close. Yes. You help. Yeah. We need good one defense. Keep Marshall with one defense. Don't let them take the lead. Mini press. Mini press. Go.
Oh, but that's it, get it in. They don't have long here. 12, 10 seconds to get a shot they want. Green tries to turn the corner. Johnson has it where coach wanted it to be. Puts it on the floor, has to take the tough one. Off the glass, wants the foul. Doesn't need the foul. Johnson off the glass. Watch this. Time running out, steps back. Banks open. Late afternoon opening here in Bandamira. And after a number of lead changes, the game is tied at 36 at the half. Well, it took 3 overtime periods to separate these two on game day 1. They reached halftime tied at 36. Statistically, 65 and 65. There's no surprise there. But look at that, 8 from 10 trips to the free throw line for Banvit. The one big advantage they have is on the glass. 10 assists for Venezia to an extent. Cancelled it out, but 10 turnovers for Banvit. It's not what Coach Filipovski would have wanted to see. There's the game leaders in terms of scoring. Ariel with 13 points has been really exceptional since the first three from the corner. Tony Taylor's struggled a little bit with those turnovers. It hasn't really been the factor you'd expect to see. Biliga from Venezia really has big impact off the bench. 12 points, nice job on the glass. And Umana Reyer Venezia on the road here in Turkey are tied at the half with Banvit. We thought it was going to be close, and these two teams have not disappointed. The two consistent things, these teams are tough to separate, and this crowd is a great home crowd. Well, we're going to leave you with some highlights of that 36-36 first half, and we'll see you shortly for the second half. Well, welcome back. Both teams have been on the floor for a while, so neither team spent a lot of time in the locker room. Well, these two teams so evenly matched. You're looking for people who are going to step up here and be difference makers. So notice Thomas off the bench, 4 for 6 from the floor. Him and Angelo Cagliaro, who went 4 from 5 from the field, really have, offensively anyway, carried Banvit in that first half. Looking for contributions, especially on the inside. Vidmar had that little period where he really did carry his team. Ended up with 8 points in that first half. But he needs some support, those two. On the other hand, Venezia looking for some consistency from across the floor. Peretio averages 12 points a game, pointless in that first half. Great job on the glass by Banvit as well. 17 rebounds, have a 17-11 advantage in that category. And that, as everybody will tell you, win the boards, you've got a pretty good chance of winning the game. So, especially on the road, Venezia have really got to knuckle down, box out, and limit the opponent to the single shot.
All right, let's go. Let's go like we
Far too used to that, the official. Getting a little look at the molten ball and the logo. 300 games are going to be played across this Basketball Champions League before we find out who is going to be the champion for the second season. And as with last year, it's a tough ask. There's a lot of teams playing well, a lot of close games. None obviously closer than this game. This matchup, game day 1, and now after a half, they're still tied up. So they couldn't find a gap, a margin between the two teams after 40 minutes in Venice. After another 20 here, they're still tied up. Here we go then, start off the third quarter. And Banvit will look at it in the half court. Rowdens looks inside, gets a deep catch, move to the baseline, off the glass for 2 and 1. Cagliaro was just having a night. Goes to 15 personal. Haynes doesn't like the call, but made it a little easy for the official the way he wasn't straight. Gotta like the way that Banvit went straight to the inside, straight to the gut of the defense, and get rewarded. 3-point play. Marcus Haynes got a whistle. And you can't keep this guy out of the action at the moment. Cagliaro picks up the personal after the 3-point play. Haynes has it out of bounds. Will get the screen from Watt high. Nice lift. Turn down the open look. Defense does a great job closing out. Johnson shows a little handle. A little pass to the baseline. Should be 2 and is for Watt. Great little finish. Great angle off the glass. And Venezia really share the basketball. Here's Taylor in the half court. Down the middle, strong in traffic. Comes off of Taylor. Out of bounds. Feels a bump to the back of the head, maybe. Breaks the defense down. It's clean on the ball then. But like there was a little bit of contact on the initial drive. Haynes will take the high ball screen. Watt will just reposition and screen. Open for three is short. Got a whistle on it. As Tonat can't get the three to drop. Orlek picks up quite a weak personal away from the basketball. Taylor. Banvit in the half court. Quick catch and release is short. Vidmar's on the glass. Comes down with a rebound and recycles. Vidmar just slips. Taylor, fast side of the ring, wraps it to Vidmar. He's got to go up strong in traffic. He's got to go up, gets the two. Once he's that deep, he's going to stay with the play. That's a strong, tough, big man move. Just stayed with it. Haynes, little bounce pass. Watt off the glass, doesn't get the drop. Going at it on the inside right now. It's a little zone-like. It's pretty much a 1-2-2 matchup. Vidmar just guys down the seam. Still won't go back to that left hand. The long two is good, right at the bottom of the shot clock. And who else? Clodoiaro gets the two. He's just pouring it in. 18 points personal. Orlek trying to go to work here. Steps through. Great defensive effort. Never got past the defense. They look long. He's literally everywhere. Clodoiaro goes to 20 points personal. He's had 7 in no time at the start of this third period. And Angelo Clodoiaro is taking over here in Banvit. 20 points personal. Getting stops, running the floor, and making Walter De Rafael a little unhappy.
We are walking on the set. We need to run the set. Let's go.
We need to screen body and attack. And just read it. So, if fast break. If set offense, patience. We have 3 small fouls.
One down, big pick. Good work.
In offense. Let's go.
Here inside, or inside.
Hey.
Watch Billigan slip.
You go. Hold side.
It's a dangerous job being a cameraman, as Jesper Vidmar just ran over the baseline camera operator. Nice start to this third period for Banvit. Out of the locker room and out the locker room hard. 45-38. Johnson. Again, the defense is tremendous. Just takes away the penetration. Banvit just getting low, moving their feet. Taylor stops and pops the three. Doesn't get the drop. Orlek gets the rebound. Chance to run the other way. Haynes has it. And Johnson will get the early ball screen in transition. Has to bring it out. Now he has a matchup he wants to go at. Leo again, great defense. Haynes for three is off. Great work on the glass, but they can't get it to drop. And Rowdins will advance the basketball. Gets the early ball screen. Kulig will roll. Great job. Excellent execution. Timing was just spot on. Pick and roll basketball in the transition. Tough to defend. If you execute it, you get options. And Kulig will go to the free throw line. Marqueth Green will check it in. Kulig from the three-throw line is good for the first. Chance to make this a 9-point game. Dangerous time for Venezia. Banvit scored 50 on them in the second half in Venice. They trailed by 16 at the half, Banvit, and just poured it in the second half to tie the game. Green takes a staggered screen. Comes back. Oleg is short. Offensive rebound is just chased down. And Oleg mishandles. Ball will belong to Venezia, though. Sideline possession. Green has it. Nice cut. Far too easy. Oh, Antonio just blows the layup. Maybe you couldn't believe he was that open. Great defense by Green. Quick hands. Should be an easy two as Oleg runs the floor. They're going to count that off the glass. Kulik gets up hard, but he doesn't get up that high. Great release pass. There's already hits the glass. Venezia trying to work their way back in. Trail 47-40. Taylor handles it in the lane with a floater. He's short, but gets his own rebound. Nice find in the corner. For three is good. Penetration and kick pays dividends for Banvit. They lead it by 10. Halfway through the third period. You know that Venezia will just keep running their stuff, running their system, looking for the good shot. Liga dives. Orlek with a quick release for three is short, under a lot of pressure. Q puts it on the floor, goes hard, right hand off the glass for two, soft finish. Been so decisive when they put it on the floor. Really have attacked space. Tunu going up, right hand in the lane off the glass. Is no good. He'll go to the free throw line to get it back to 10. There's the foul on Sell. Will sit after picking up the personal. First time in the whole Basketball Champions League season that Stefano Tanu has been to the free throw line. He looks like he's going to step out. Johnson's not sure who's coming in, who's going out. Let's here extend the defense. Rowdins will take the ball screen from Kulik, who doesn't roll. Taylor, feet set for three, is long. Defensive rebound with no one in a white shirt getting after it. Green, little hesitation. Just throws it away. I know where he was trying to go. Peric, who didn't dive that hard. But there was already someone on the bottom of the help side. So there's no real drive lane to the hoop for Peric. Radens will look inside. Kulik, great hands and just great control. Manufactured a shot somehow. Tough one on the run for Green. Doesn't get the drop. Taylor comes down with a rebound. And Thomas has a chance to increase this 12-point lead. It's all Banvit in this third period. Kulik will hand it. Rowdins thinks about the three. Kulik, great sweep through, is fouled. And Beliga just didn't move his feet. He's going to sit. his third foul. He'll sit. 3:26 to go in the third. Kulig again knocks down the free throw. Chance to make this a 14-point margin. It's been a tremendous quarter for Banvit. 18-6. They've just dominated this third period. Kulig goes 2 for 2. Mitchell Watt checks back in. He's got to get some touches now. And Venezia just have to believe in their defense. As if Banvit are getting a lot of easy, quick looks. They're having to work hard for it. They're just making a lot of tough shots. Johnson for 3 is off. Gets another attempt. In rhythm. Is long this time when he made an adjustment. Cannot get it to drop. Cannot get that rhythm going. Oldentig comes off the high screen. Picks and pops. Kulig just attacks it. Goes with the left hand this time. Wants the foul. Green moves it on. Peric looking to open his own account. Is short again. Ball's hunted down. Whistle on the play. Third foul for Oldentig. You've got to say the discipline of this Banvit team defensively. They play hard. They take away drive lanes. They very, very seldom reach. Hence only 2 team fouls and still only 2:35 to go in the period. Green with feet set for 3 is long. They cannot buy a perimeter jump shot. Easy 2 on the break. Oldentig gets out, leaks out, gets the 2. And while Venezia's woes from the 3-point line continue, Banvit just running the floor. Peric takes it inside, goes to the left hand, doesn't get the drop. The crowd at that end have put a lid on that basket. 58-42, last 2 minutes of the third. And Venezia have dug a deep, deep hole in this third period. Going upstairs, Vidmar catches, comes down. Little ball fake for 2. Great little finish. And De Rafael cannot look at it anymore. It's an 18-point game. Doesn't feel like an 18-point game because it's still very, very intense and competitive. But Venezia have just been unable to tick the scoreboard over. Well, Coach De Rafael obviously finding this tough, trying to get into his players. If you're offended by his language, apologize for that. But it's an emotional time. Deloialio, what a performance. 20 points personal. His percentages are phenomenal. Seven from 8 from the field. Got an efficiency rating of 23. And what he's helped build is an 18-point lead for Banvit. Pelegia has done his bit so far. 12 points personal off the bench. Currently on the bench. Peric will relieve the pressure. Still plenty of time left in the game. It's still 1:30 to go in period 3. Well, it all got a bit congested, no space to play. Fortunately, Watt gets a piece of it. And a new full team reset for Venezia. Banvit still with a foul to give. And they have played some great defense in this period. Far side of the ring and 1. Mitchell Watt had to create space for the inbound pass, then finish really quickly. Drew contact, goes to the free throw line to make it a 15-point margin. Watt gets the drop. We've got a 15-point game. The bleeding stop if you're a Venezia fan. That's the hope. Should be 45. I'm sure they'll tick it over. There it goes. Browdings for three. Just buried it. Just create a little bit of separation coming off the screen. Haynes in the lane. Great work by Watt. Turnover, don't know. It's recovered. Yes, it is, or it isn't turned over. The ball will belong to Venezia. This is when you got to stay within your system. Stay and believe that what you run is the right things. Can't be going individual right now. Whistle on the play. And that will be shots. Thomas picks up the personal. Well, they're in the hole. You've got to stop digging. Missing free throws is not going to give you an answer. Pressure up the floor. Venezia trying to create turnovers. Well, 36.8 to go, 63-46 in the third. Thomas will reverse it. Ball's knocked away. Got to be a little bit more intensity from Venezia. Got to get after it a little bit more at the defensive end. Create stops, not just wait for stops. Thomas shakes the move with a crossover in the lane for two. Blows the layup. Vidmar can't get the put back to drop. Haynes will bring it out. Trying to get the last shot. And they turn it over. Sums up this third period. Blocking foul. And they're going to shoot shots to finish the quarter. Well, if it could have gone wrong for Venezia in this period, it has. And it's just got to be able to get a whole lot worse. Thomas will go to the free throw line. Axiel comes, checks in with 2.4 seconds to go. Adonis Thomas on the free throw line. So making a 19-point game. This game was tied up at the end of the half. They're going to go 29-12 if he makes this. Can't get it to drop, and that will do it for the end of the third quarter that has been dominated by Banvit. 28-10, tied up at the half. 18-point margin after three, a mountain to climb for last season's Final Four rep in this game. Umana Reyer Venezia lost to the eventual winners in the semi, lost the third place game to Monaco, but made the Final Four last year. Statistically, Banvit retained their 69% at the half. Venezia dropped, but still only dropped to 52. Their performance from the three-point line is absolutely destroying their chances of winning this one. 3 for 21. Someone's going to make a decision about where the ball goes, and it's got to get more inside touches. Venezia, first possession of the fourth quarter, and it is a mountain to climb. Even if they go for 30 in this fourth quarter, that'll only give them 76. Haynes gets them off to a flying start with a tough 2. But it's this end of the floor that's going to be more important, how many stops they can get. Vidmar outside the three-point line. Raudins has it. Vidmar tries to step up. Now he releases. Inside, outside. Kulik for 3. Got it. Venezia not playing defense like a team. Desperately trying to get back in this at the moment. 19-point margin. Thomas stops at the foul line for 2 is sweet. No one closed out, no one helped. 21-point margin. It's been a phenomenal second half by Banvit. Johnson gets a piece of it blocked. Chance to run the other way. Raudins will bring it. Raudins takes the ball screen. Vidmar floats to the inside. Inside out. Extra pass to the corner. The 3 is gone and good. It's as easy as shooting the ball in the ocean at the moment for Banvit. So you have absolutely no answer at the moment. What? Stops, fires up the 2 and just shoots nothing but air. And the noise, as the margin gets bigger, the noise gets louder. 24-point game. Banvit with the basketball, 7:30 to go. Vidmar puts it on the floor, he's fouled. Goes to throw it down. It's a little bit of a mess of that, but we'll go to the free throw line. Well, there's the dunk attempt. Has to earn him from the free throw line. Second one is good. The three is short, and it just becomes a longer and longer nightmare for Venezia. 74-48. Don't forget, this game was tied at 36 at the half, and Banvit have just taken over. Looking for a comeback in the fourth quarter, where a 10-2 start doesn't help the cause. Timeout. Every stat line you look at, total dominance at the rebounded end. Then again, coming out and shooting as well as they have at the start of this fourth, and in fact they shot well in the third period as well. Not missing shots. There's not many defensive rebound opportunities. So in every department, this Banvit team at the moment are one step quicker, one step ahead, thinking one step smarter. It's been a tremendous second half performance. Their ball movement's been exceptional at times. Their transition basketball, rewarding the guy who runs the floor, is just a prevalent way they want to run. Rowdins takes the long three. Oh my word! When it's going your way, it's always going your way. Rowdins just looked like he was leaving the gym before he let that one. Closer to the halfway line than the foul line. 77-48. It's another one of those nights here in Banvit. The Cars Alley Akur Arena is rocking. Still time here for Venice if they really can get on a roll. It's about, and they still have to take a tough one, and the three drops. Orelek just will not, as you'd expect, die down. Hard show on the screen. Oh, no one helped. No one helped at all. Biliga, who showed hard on the screen, then has to recover to his man who just walks down the lane. No one helped him bump that cut. A team that prides itself in its organization just got completely lost defensively. Rowdins penetrates. Offensive foul. Wow, that was Thomas. Just spiked that one. There's a team enjoying itself on the floor. It's the team in white. Vidmar tries to create a space, too much help. Rowdins, back-to-backs. He's in a great place at the moment, back-to-back threes. For Andy Rowdins. Canadian shooter just putting on a demonstration. Turnover. It's going to get very messy for Umana Reyer Venezia. Down the lane, inside, outside, extra pass. Leo goes inside, shares it. Vidmar is going to travel. I think that might be considered a gather step, but Let's take a look. Well, he's definitely a travel under the old rule. Green into the half court. They need a lot of points, and they need them right now. Open three-point from the wing. He's short. Sums up their shooting performance tonight, coming up short. Move to the inside for two. And it was about time that Angelo Calorio ticked the scoreboard over. He's been very quiet after that tremendous burst at the start of the second half. Venezia take the timeout. It's one of those narrow, never timeouts. You're down 31 with 5 to go. It's a long shot, but you've got to think about points difference as well. So not a great place to be a Venezia player right now.
Banvit.
Well, Rowdings just came alive in that period there. 12 points, 13 rebounds, 9 assists. Surely they're going to put him back. It's a chance for a triple-double. Well, straight off the bench, feet set, knocked down the three, straight out of the timeout. Curls off the screen, Thomas looks down low, finds Vidmar. Goes to the middle on the right hand. Easy two when you're that deep. This is exceptional by Banvit. Absolutely exceptional performance, 84-54. Coming up to the Christmas break. And they're going to go into that with a lot of energy, a lot of positivity. And that's going to run over into their domestic games as well. Vidmar will hand it off. Extra pass, Thomas is short. Vidmar on the glass, Coralera on the glass. Keeps it alive, another positive stat for Angelo. Cagliaro does just tremendous work on the glass there. Keeps it alive, green can't stay inbounds. And yet another positive stat. Vidmar's going to sit. And Kulik will come in. Mr. Vidmar, another great day at the office. Taylor attacks it, right hand, stops and pops, just knocks it down. Well, they scored 50 points on Venezia in the second half in Venice. They've already scored 50 here at home in the second half, and there's still 3 minutes to go. They have just dominated in every aspect, 86-54. Tied at 36 at the half, 50 points in the second half. Defensive rebound is owned by Adonis Thomas. Kulig will reverse it, and Thomas is fouled as he tried to turn the corner. Just didn't get far enough up the lane to prevent the middle penetration. Taylor turns down the screen, little floater in the lane, kisses it off the glass for two. Well, if they don't stop the rot, this could be a worst defeat on record for Venezia. They trail by 34 points. They have only 54 points. That's only 18 in the whole of the second half. End line possession for Venezia, just about recovered. Green will come off the high screen. Thomas with under 2 to go, looking to celebrate, and they've earned it. Taylor with the ball screen, Kulig, nice find, extra pass, got to go up, takes the tough one, drops it. 23.9 seconds of the possession used. Peric in the block, just to respond, and does. Well, Peric averages 10 a game. That's his first 2 points of the night. And you just can't take this man away from the action. Gets called for the travel violation, but what a game. Venezia in the last minute. It's beyond damage limitation now. 90 to 59. Peric inside, outside, threes away. And now they start to drop. In the lane, hang time off the glass, won't drop. This was not scripted to be a 28-point margin. 3 periods of overtime in game day 1, tied up at the half. And Banvit have just gone to another level. Green, the pick and pop action. Threes away is long. And that will do it. That sends a message for the second half of the regular season that Banvit are in business. Lipowski will be incredibly pleased with that performance. Not just his offensive output, but defensively they just stepped it up. They win it 90 to 62. What a performance. Banvit right back in the mix in the top levels of Group C. Five guys in double digits for the home team. The rebound numbers are a horror story for Venezia, 40-23 on the glass. A lot of happy people in Umana Reyer. A lot of happy people. That's exactly where they should go. That crowd have been absolutely relentless with the noise. 69%, 47%. Been a good night at the office. It's only the 90 and the 62 that really matter. 22 assists. This team have shared the ball so well. Well, we said in that first half, Venezia controlled tempo, and once they got hold of the tempo, they really did start to become competitive in the game. Celebrations going on the floor with the players and the crowd. This is just regular season. When this team wins something, it's a place to come and party. Cagliari with 22 points. Thomas really did step up. Vidmar was Vidmar. Week in, week out, he puts in performances. But that's just been a tremendous exhibition. Here's the Group C standings. You can see the effect that result has. 3 teams tied at the top. Bayreuth could join them at 5 and 3. We could have an amazingly competitive Group C with 4 teams at 5 and 3, 2 at 4 and 4. And it's this one's going to go all the way. It's not the group to be in. Only Bonn look like they're really dropping out of contention, yet they're a tough team. Too many points in transition, too many situations like this. And Banvit exploited every single one of them in that second half. We'll leave you the rest of the highlights. That's been a great performance by Banvit. It's not the place to come and play now. This team is on a real roll of momentum. Contributions off the bench. Their on-ball defense was just absolutely top-notch. Did not get broken down. Kept everything in front of them. And they're a tough ask, especially at home. Not many consolation points or positives for Venezia. Coach De Rafael made that perfectly clear. They'll be back home in Venice before Christmas. One more Champions League game to go. And in this group, you can only live for the next game because it's that tight. You cannot have a hangover from the game before. As always, the atmosphere was great. Tremendous night in Banvit. Tremendous performance by the home team. Rowding's almost had a triple-double. 1 assist short of that. So as these highlights run down, we'll say good night from Banvit. Hope you've enjoyed a tremendous performance by the home team. Huge win to go joint top of the group. They win it 90-62. And we'll see you soon for more action from the Basketball Champions League.